to the next Trackside Live. Casey and I want to welcome you to Chattanooga, Tennessee, here at the south end of the DeButts Yard, Friday night after work, here on the 15th of January. I'm trying to get closer to spring quick, because it was 18 degrees last night, 24 when I went to work this morning. Good to see y'all. We are live. We are trackside. And yes, we are at the south end of the DeButts Yard. First two tracks next to me are the tracks back to the fuel rack. We have three engines behind us where he is doing a pre-check. They just brought these engines in, separated, and put them here. And he is now working on them, going through the test and checking everything, getting them ready for the next trip. So, welcome everybody, glad you're here. We'll chat a little bit more, just getting set up. And just wanted to welcome each and every one of you to the channel. Don't forget, if it's your first time, make yourself at home. Give us a thumbs, hit the subscribe button, and you'll do many more journeys with us. So, let's kind of watch him go through these locomotives while we finish getting ready for tonight. Good to see y'all. That thoroughbred right there on the front door of our locomotive. 1096, 1096. The lead motor on this group.
North Tower cab track. Go ahead. Can we get an AFC on 36?
We do have the scanner on, so you'll hear NS, CSX, and DeButts Yard traffic while we're here.
DOT cab, man. Over. Go ahead, over. Now left here, you'll rip right your steps. Come out.
Chris, how are you today, sir?
On down south, 90, 170 headed in. Alright, he's going all the way.
Yeah, looks like we're dropping the blue flags. $10.96. Our ACE does need a bath.
One more time. Work is time.
And there's the cone truck. Hey, Billy, eat right. You're my hero. Keep that doctor happy.
I got 0 on my end, feel right? Got 0 for the 1 second. Appreciate it.
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Every day of my work's like living in the center of paradise.
You like the trains in Arizona?
Yeah, we're a YouTube channel. Let me get you a card.
That's what I was wondering. I figured you might be a YouTube channel.
All right. Do you mind if I put you on or no?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care at all. I'm just a carman that works here through Norfolk Southern.
There. Now you're good to go.
All right.
We're actually live, so the world's watching.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate it. Yeah, I see you down here a few times. I thought you might have a YouTube channel. So.
Yeah, I'm based here out of Ringgold.
Are you? Okay.
And we travel the southeast. And this is just such a marvelous spot because there's always something
You
going
can always
on.
see something going on.
The other day they welded chains on the other night. What were the chains for?
They were making sure that we don't lose our locks.
Oh, okay.
So if we take our locks off, they don't get misplaced.
Right, gotcha. All right.
As we're locking things out, make sure the locks don't get lost.
Yeah, because it was like at night and they had, chains they were doing each one. It's like, I wonder what it would be.
Yeah, just so we don't lose them or they get kicked around or anything like that.
And we've nicknamed your truck the Cone Truck.
The cone truck.
Yeah. The Cone Truck's back.
Yeah, we have to put them out on each side of the truck now. It's the new.
Yeah, I saw he did his kind of like EPV and the pest control.
It's mainly so that it forces you to walk in the truck. It's not necessarily for people to see our trucks. It's just to make sure that we're doing our job.
Gotcha. Cool beans. Well, thanks for stopping.
No problem.
You guys don't work too hard. Oh, we got an inbound.
We'll try not to.
If you need backup, you let me know. See y'all. Well, that was cool. We were talking about the chains. We'll talk about them here in a little bit. We got inbound traffic. I said we had inbound traffic, but looks like maybe he's doing some switching because he reversed on me. But in the meantime, I hear motors on this side. Let's see. Or my ears are just going bad. right, everybody, catching up with y'all. Look at that sun as we set. It is 5:23 Eastern Standard Time. For those of you just jumping on, welcome to Rail Moments Friday night after work here at the south end of the DeButts yard. If it's your first time, make sure it's not your last time. Say hi to everybody on. Turn your chat on. We're watching 1096 as he works on a little pre-trip on it. The last crew got off of it a little bit ago. And he's working on the horn, I understand. We are at the south end of the Chattanooga Norfolk Southern DeButts yard. Sun is setting. Oh, we got a train on the pass-through. Looks like we got a BNSF coal train. Yep, we do.
Web, but that 733 lane should be in the CP there in print. Just give me a heads up, but they are not between waves. Over. Their tail angle looks like it's in the over.
And our coal train has come to a stop.
171, you're crossing over. You're going to the west side, right behind the 370, departing over.
RWSX.
NS
Robert
6
Shear
1 8.
Power
Parking brake.
Plant
Release.
Cars
Out.
in Julietta, Georgia. And for those of you who are saying, what's Todd talking about? There goes a PTI car. There you go.
NS 8 6 5 8. Protection on. Out. NS 6 5 8. Full back protection override. Out. Over.
All right, Todd, since you're doing homework, we got the RW. How about this one?
What's that? 369. 360. Get on that number 6 track. Get on number 6.
That's a pretty clean Dodge that just went by. right, 733 is our coal train, and arriving on the scene, our autonomous locomotive with operator. Hello, Mr. Chuck. NS171, an EMD SD 40-2, a road switcher locomotive that is here in the Norfolk system. Standard 6-axle, 3,000 horsepower. Built by Electromotive Division of General Motors right here in front of you. Built in June of 1978. Hello, Vince. You're never late because we never let the party stop. As you saw the finger go up and down and around, tracks are aligned, verified, checked, certified, and ready to go. See his feet under the locomotive. Hey, here comes our DPU units 2 pumpkins there at the end of the train. there on the other side of the back of the slug, 865. A traction unit, power unit working in conjunction with 6180. And there he goes with his very own adult toy train. Three locomotives lashed up there. It looks like they were checked and gone through, and many times we watch the rail staff, maintenance staff come board the train there and go through and check the lights and do all that. And as Billy said, he needs a new windshield wiper on there. And Billy's right, he does. That locomotive is a little bit on the needs some loving care and attention side. Lucas, I'm sorry, I was only paying attention with one ear. I did not hear the train number. Did anybody else? The good thing is you can wind this back and listen to it again. right, the bridge that you guys see, for those of you not familiar, the bridge that you guys see, that is 3rd Street Bridge. Right on the other side of that are the control lights as train traffic moves to the east. And that is known as Control Point Pratt. So if you're not familiar, if you hear them talking about Pratt, changing crews at Pratt, which is pretty common, we hear that a lot because it's on, that's where the 2 NS pass-through tracks are on the far side next to the CSX track. And we have a train that just changed crews that they were talking to, and now they are continuing their trip from Control Point Pratt, starting up and coming our way. Go up there, going across, that'd be federal property.
Okay. Appreciate you, brother.
You're welcome. Yeah, you don't want that trouble. 16T past Summit. Wind's picking up and the sun going down. Can you say brrr? I can. Alright, we're gonna play a game, you guys. Y'all pick out the car that doesn't match, okay? I'm gonna give you time to study. Y'all work on this. Pick out the car that does not match. You could do it. counting these? Gondola connection. Lucas, tell him to come on and get on up here. We're waiting. 4490. Our DPU by himself. Bringing up the rear, and you can hear him working. The sun is going down, the breeze is picking up. And there's a PTI car, brake lights on.
8, 6, 8, brake recovery in progress.
And now in park.
Off, out.
Oh, hey, look what we got. A crew.
NS 8618, brake recomplete. Constant ready. Back protection off. Out. NS 8618, brake recomplete. Constant ready. Back protection off. Out.
Billy, I'm not sure the answer to your question. Lucas? Billy was mentioning pushing empties, but I tell you what, that locomotive was definitely working.
Hey, Tower 171. Steer track number 9. They call south end number 9.
I believe he's going on train 345.
South rail, this man too.
And I believe that's van 2 talking. There he goes.
NS171, recharge, out.
And yes, we have startup.
Auto number successful, out.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm not sure what train this one's going to be, but as you can see, the crew is on duty. They have arrived at their 3 chariots, and they are now getting ready. Let's watch as this occurs. Sun going down rapidly here in Chattanooga, Tennessee tonight. Good to see everybody. Good to have y'all on. Thanks for being with Casey and I. Don't forget, Sunday nights, live in the studio, Best of the Rails. Make sure you send your submissions and videos in. railmoments.com. Videos up to 30 seconds. No music, please. Or stills, graffiti, anything train related, something special on a car, something special on a depot, most artistic. Whatever your train heart excites you about, we like to see it on Sunday. You can go to the channel and look at the past ones. There's a bunch of them. And Casey started releasing shorts. We do picks in several categories, and then we post those up. So make sure you check out Best of the Rails. Tell your friends, neighbors, relatives, and if you don't have any of those, go find somebody you don't know and tell them about Rail Moments. All right, let's watch this train crew get ready.
618, Memphis, out.
Lucas, I think I heard him on the scanner, and it was 3-something-5. So I think it's going to be one of those numbers. But when they call it, we'll hear it. But it's 3-something-5 if my memory's right from what we heard him talk about on the scanner earlier.
down, you get some straight lead back towards that. Talking to you, man, he'll come you up. Coming up 7 track. Okay.
Alright guys, we're gonna move Spock slightly. So y'all just hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Guess we're gonna stay for a second. It's gonna get a little more light on the subject. To slightly better light. Y'all hang on. You're live right now. NS171 is here. Marcus said he was coming. There he is. gotta tell you, that train stinks, empty or full. And that was the empty version. Headed back to the New England states for more trash. For Alabama. Lucas, I'm looking for Lucas. So far all I got was bird and a star. Oh, check this one out, you guys. Here comes Kids Tylenols.
471.
Train 471, I believe, is what we're listening to. Here comes the DPU.
71.
There's our DPU unit. As he's calling the car links before he wants the engineer to stop that train.
NS171.
Yeah, I think we got an eyeball. There it is. All right, he is setting the brakes manually on the cars behind the DPU. This is how you tear down a train that has the end of its journey coming to the yard. They will break that train there at the DPU. See our conductor there on the ground.
Get up to Brown. I'm going to have a yard van run you guys to the 372 and swap out for them, and I'll pull them in the yard. The yard is ready for that train, over. Up that three-step CO, NS171. I'm going to be on the bottom. Drag them south. We need about 20 after that 7 switch.
That is the conductor that you just heard. And they're going to break that train. You'll hear the airline in a moment as they separate. Brakes releasing. And Lucas is right. They'll come up to the 7 switch, and then they'll shove those cars back. Drag them south, as Lucas said, and as you heard the conductor, you'll hear the airline any minute. see them back here in a moment. Like I said, this is what happens when a train terminates at a rail yard. And what will occur, as Lucas had mentioned earlier, they will break the train at the DPU and then drag the train forward to another switch, then move the train all the way back in, drop the cars, and then pull forward. Hey, we got visitors.
1715.
Tony, should I get the t-shirts out and negotiate?
Two more.
So what happens is, as we were saying, they cut the train at the DPU,
That'd be good anywhere in there. One.
set the handbrakes on the cars behind it, then they separate the train. They'll move up to another switch, past whatever rail they want to shove back in on,
Copy, good in there. 171.
throw that switch, and then they'll reverse the rest of the train back in. Once that's done, they'll then set the handbrakes on those cars, separate the cars, pull the locomotives back up here. They'll grab the DPU, and then they will reverse back to the fuel rack. That's what will happen, and that's what you're going to see. How to dismantle a train in the yard. Stinky Pete, 16T, on his way back to the New England States to pick up a whole nother load of yeek. Lucas will tell you, Crash will tell you, if you've been along that track, when that train goes by, empty or full, ay, does it smell. Woo! And do not be on the downwind side of it, you will regret it. And in the summertime, run! That's all I can tell you. Run! It's awful. Oh my goodness. Isn't it, Lucas?
171, got your line 7, I'm on the bottom.
Crash, how you feeling? You enjoying your time off? Everything going well?
Right, I'll give you 50.
Oh, Nate!
Here, one shot. All right, sure. Put it on the bottom, Jason. Turning into 7, 1750, 50 north.
Alright, sounds like they're going to come in on number 7, if I understood correctly. Let's hear, or let's watch. is, coming back on in. He'll take those cars, push them back into the yard. They will disconnect the lead locomotives. Then they'll come back and get the DPU. And then they'll head to the fuel racks. There he is. So everything that you saw a little bit ago, you're about to see again. And I do believe that is track 7 that he is on.
150.
Nate, you doing okay? Crash, I do believe it was UTC police. Hello, Eugene. How's Virginia? Eugene, that's always good to hear. I'm glad everything is just awesome in your world. As they continue to tear down this terminating locomotive, or terminating train, as the locomotives work and push it back into the yard where they'll drop these cars and they'll come back just the leaders. Hey, that's pretty cool, Eugene. You've had a good day. Anybody know what might be in those? squeaky wheel coming. Hype! There's our grumbling guy, or whatever you want to call him. Our pink dude.
You're about 40 cars. It's 40 cars. Be about 40.
Cars, you saw it. Lucas, you counting them? Rolling that train back into the yard before they drop the engines off the lead.
Passing under the now. Good, about 15. Go back to 7. Wait, no. Alright. There it is. You're in the clear on the north end.
As you can see, the locomotives are just down there, kind of in the dark.
We had ordered them an Uber. Had canceled, so now we're getting a van to go up on them. Jesus. Alright, let me, see what the heck they're doing, over. 29. So you get cut out. Come on out, we'll go over to 30. I'll block in that 30. I'll come around to the number. We'll pull it out right now. The van driver, they're almost there, 10 minutes away. That other van is empty. You can't take them out to Jersey to swap. You're released there in a few minutes.
Todd, what airport is 50 degrees? Chattanooga Airport or your airport? Looking back towards the yard, and the fuel racks are down there on the left on the other side of the 3rd Street Bridge. Little quiet on the pass-through yard, or pass-through lines tonight through the yard. Oh, Lucas, don't tell me that. Oh, brr. You guys aren't going to see me Monday night trackside. We'll have to watch reruns. Tony's counting the days down to May 16th, Railfan Day in Cowan.
170. Over.
Hey, 171, keep on the head end, come on off that 7 and Greg.
Okay, when I get here, we'll come out of set and holler back at you.
Yes, let me know when you get.
Will do. Hey, John. Ed. Cut loose here at 7, go back to 9. Your DP and holler at him. Cut loose, go back to 9, holler at him. 3-step CO and 702. 3-step supply.
Exactly right, Lucas. We are officially gonna be train blocked. So we see the conductor on the ground there. Just heard it. That cut the air. The lead locomotives have released from the train.
Track 19 blocked out for 1821. 35 blocked for 1820. Whenever you're ready, off the way, put your 10. Line down west side. Let's get back on our DP. I'm on the bottom here. 20 to a safety stop. 20.
He's out of that step. Number 9, correct?
Alright, copy. Air 171 15 15. 110. Empty alien. After a safety stop, 5. More to a safety. One more.
Hey, Tony got a couple days off. Way to go, Tony. And it's the handoff of the stick. Tony, you got any plans for your 2 days off? You heard the conductor. At 171, he's at the coupler. He's ready for the rest of his consist to come back and pick up the DPU. Let's watch and listen as they finish up dismantling this train.
That'll do, 7-1. Stretch on it. Stretch. 171. 7702.
him. They're coming up to the derail. He's standing there watching. Derail went down. Blue light went off. They're reversing back.
Come on, man. 65. Oh, bye. I got a safe trip. Come on, man. All right, have a good night. Thank you. One loaded up on the bottom, clear 25 north, 25. And then 25 from
61C out of view because we are now officially train blocked.
Air 1712. the north two look like the damage. That's fine. Just can't get the other almost, and once we pump out, we'll come out. I'll handle that. They got this car parked. Okay. Sure, a little light. One up and right and shove it north 5, and we'll stop short of those that lead. North 5, 71. 10, 8, 5, 8, Mondo, out. Stop. Yeah, that's right, fuel rack correct. Give me 3 more.
There comes our cone truck.
More. More. I'll get down, line us in. Rack. I forgot to call you. Work with southeast. You north end, you want to right there. Him at the north end, and Brinkley him running. Right there, ready to get on. All right.
Well, hey everybody. It is just a little bit chilly out here. You can see the mock bus, UTC mocks, behind me. And as we start to wind up our night, as Lucas said a little bit ago, well, we are now train blocked. What does that mean? For those of you not familiar, it's getting a little chilly out here in this breeze. Although I think Todd said it's 50 degrees at my airport here in Chattanooga. Many of you have been to this spot, but for those of you that haven't, or for those of you that are your first time on, where we are is the south end of the DeButts yard, DEBUTTS yard for Norfolk Southern, second largest yard of its classification type in the NS system. And as Todd had said earlier, we had a clear view of the field all the way across all the tracks. Over on the very, very far side is the CSX pass-through track over to Waxahachie, the W&A sub, and then the Chattanooga terminal pass-throughs. There are two over on the far side, CSX the furthest, and the next two are NS. And then yard rails, and these two are the way back to the fuel racks, shops, etc. The north end is down by Coffey's Cliff, where it goes out around the corner to Citico, and then either off to Knoxville and Atlanta, out the Knoxville West End line, or up the C&O and TP to Cincinnati. So, for a train that's coming in, just so y'all can see what happened, hey, our cone truck's back. Let's catch what he's about to do. Blue flag up.
Alright, 12. Station down at Brown there. I'll get you back 26 feet.
Our derail on the left is up. Our derail on the right is still down. When the derails are up, you'll see blue flashing lights on both sides. There goes the cone truck. So as we were saying, when a train is going to terminate here in Chattanooga that came up from Atlanta, down from Knoxville, or down from Cincinnati, they come in at the north end of the yard. Travel all the way through the yard. I'm going to guess 5 miles. It's a distance at a very slow speed till they get down to the south end here at the UTC soccer fields. For those of you who have not been here before, the UTC soccer fields are right behind us. Engel Stadium's behind us. Erlanger Medical Complex is behind us. And this is a public parking lot, so you can be down right along the tracks with this phenomenal frontage view. So, as you saw tonight, 171 comes down. As we watched, dropped off the conductor, lead locomotives go on up. Conductor's over here with his chart, and he follows the cars and then waits for his DPU. When the DPU gets to the point where they want to cut it, they stop. He sets the handbrakes on the cars that are behind the DPU, and then they brake the airline and go ahead and go on up. Reverse the rest of the cars back in, as you saw on the next track over. Then they cut the lead locomotives off from the rest of that train, or the rest of his cars for train 171. They go up to a switch, reverse back, came over, picked up their DPU, go up, reverse over, come back on the 2 tracks, go back to the fuel rack, and that is the end of 171. And that is how you break down a train. And many times you don't get to see this because most places you can't get into the yard or get to a point in the yard or along the yard where you can see all this happen. And there are probably some areas you wouldn't want to get close to the yard. But we are very, very fortunate here on the south end. Alabama, Missouri, Birmingham, Decatur, Alabama, everything out that way, Huntsville, up to Nashville, all go. So any train basically passing through Chattanooga that's going to go over to Alabama and all the areas to the west go right through here because of the mountain. Lookout Mountain squeezes everything down between the river and the mountain. 23rd Street, just up the way from us, where NS and CSX cross there. Old Waxahachie crossing out that way, CSX Waxahachie Yard. And that's how it happens. So, what would happen next, and it doesn't look like we're going to get lucky enough for that to happen. Once the locomotives are gone, the train's done. Once they're ready to break it down into the yard, the switchers will come out like you saw earlier. The autonomous locomotives will come out, shove those trains back, and they will, what's left of them, shove them on back, and they'll start breaking that train down and reassembling it to where those cars are going to go next. And that train will either go out that way or that way. 2 ways, north end, south end, that's it. So, once they leave a train stuck out this far for us, as you saw Lucas say earlier, we're blocked. We mixed his 61 train because it was over there. So it kind of brings our night to a forced close. So we're going to go ahead and wind her down. Don't forget, subscribe, like, And thank you. Casey and I appreciate it. It helps the channel, as you well know. Tell others. Hope you had a good time. If you had a good time, tell everybody you know. If you had a bad time, don't tell everybody, or just tell them you had a good time anyhow. We do appreciate you being on with us. It's always fun, and as we say so many times, without you guys, it doesn't work. And all the things that you add, be it the weather at the Chattanooga airport, or what the next train is that's coming, or what train just got here. Like Lucas and everybody pointed out, so much information that gets shared. Crash always has something that he can add. Everybody does, because there's so many things to know about the rail world here in the Chattanooga area. So historic. And this town was built around it. That's why there's the song, the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum located here. And rail fan Lucan from Texas is in the town this weekend. So special hello to Lucan and the family. So they've already had a big day. The OCS locomotive, we caught earlier today. We didn't, but all you guys did. I was at job 1. So I think that's kind of it. Don't forget, Catch of the Week for Best of the Rail show every Sunday, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. We go through all your submissions of what you saw or caught or liked or whatever during the week. 30-second videos or stills. You don't need a $40,000 camera. Use your cell phone, send in what you like. Please, no music on the videos. We get into a copyright issue there, and trust me, it only takes seconds. You saw that happen this past Sunday night, and as Casey explained what it does for the channel. Just taking a look back to see if there's any switchers coming our way. He put the blue flag up so that any inbound train won't go past that point, because he knows that there's men working at the other end. Let's catch and see if anybody's got anything before we wind down. Tony, you have a good day at the air with your air group tomorrow with your club. As Todd pointed out, like we were just talking, we got lucky when we started. We had a massive clear view from end to end. Don't normally get that, so we had a good night. We had a we should buy lottery tickets. We were so lucky. Hello, Mr. Don. Good to see you. Like Lucas pointed out, we got blocked from seeing 61C, and that was the example of what happens here. So, Lucas, you're right. Time to call it a night. We'll see you trackside. I know we have rain moving in tonight. I'm not sure what tomorrow's weather is, but we'll do something tomorrow. I don't think it's another 16 degrees tomorrow. So, from Casey and I, to all of you who make this possible, as you guys already said, see y'all at the next crossing. And thank you so much for being here tonight. I had a good time. I hope you did too.